Coming up to almost 6 months out of the sport, Canelo's absence has been missed by the majority of boxing's widespread fan base to a fair extent.
How much longer do you think you will do this, Canelo?
I don't know, but I hope a long time.
Well, that's good news for the fans, because the fans don't want you to go anywhere.
I spoke to Eddie Reynoso and he said, look, let us know the options. You know, London, Mexico, America. I'd love to take him to Mexico, but it's, you know, Eddie and Saul, the bosses, will just present the offers and the options, and they'll choose.
Like no other superstar within the sport, the incredible activity levels of compelling, consistent fights has proven Alvarez to be on somewhat of a different level of mindset entirely compared to the rest of the sport. And after defeating back-to-back undefeated champions at super middle to then challenge for a light heavyweight title, we can only show respect and commend him for what he's achieved so far. However, after enduring such a tough road to the top, it's only expected that some obvious wear and tear physically would surface at some point. And though the Triple G trilogy didn't end with the bang people thought it might, it still caused a long way off for recovery purposes for Mexico's finest.
I'm gonna keep forward to keep my legacy going strong. I need a surgery in my hand after this because I'm not good from my left hand, so I need surgery, but I'm good. I'm a warrior. That's why I'm here.
With many questioning his intentions on his return to the sport, and when or if he will ever face David Benavidez in an anticipated showdown, Canelo's response remained as unformidable as ever, confirming his sights to be firmly set on avenging his loss to Bivol, after his failed attempt for multi-division greatness didn't quite come to fruition.
But look, what he's accomplished, nothing.
Right now, he has a chance to avenge a defeat, and I think that would be his priority.
Like I say, right now my goal is Bivol, and then we'll see what happens. But if the fight with Bivol don't happen, then we look other things.
As of recently, Canelo's 3-fight deal has finally appeared to come to an end, with 2 down and the 3rd finally here. However, being the perfect time for Eddie Hearn to give his much-awaited contender a shot at defying the odds, John Ryder's promised to upset the apple cart as he steps up to take full advantage of this awaited opportunity.
He's had his ups and his downs, and now he's on a big up. Victories over Danny Jacobs and Zach Parker made him the mandatory challenger, the interim world champion, and someone that will come to Guadalajara with every intention to win.
But now that we're on a level playing field now, and I'm showing everyone that I've earned this shot and I deserve to be here, and all the hard work and sacrifices paid off.
The response for this fight has been interesting, but as usual, most casual fans often get caught up in what they see rather than what they actually know.
And it's Ryder! It's Ryder with the power!
Crisp right hook, and that's the one that I've seen when I've seen videos of this man. He has a beautiful right hook.
We call him the tank in here now, and that's what he's like. He's like a little tank. And, you know, he's like Tyson, statuesque. He's got a thick neck, and you know, and his legs are massive. Do you know what I mean? And he can really punch with power. So.
He's calling the dust Canelo.
For some time, Ryder has often come off the bad end of decisions, earning the status of a nearly man in some people's eyes. But over the past few years of recent, Ryder's run has been pretty impressive, as he's come off the back of 4 back-to-back wins and a controversial loss to Callum Smith that most said he won.
First, because Leon had just a little spell there. He landed in the first round, having a decent start here, John Ryder. And that's decent again, in around the back of the gloves.
The fighting pride of Liverpool still.
When there's been a lot of controversial statements throughout the boxing community on Twitter, one of them was Dave Allen, who said it was disgusting. And what is the immediate reaction and the emotion right now for yourself?
Just feel like I won. I feel like I should be sitting here as a winner and champion. No, I feel quite hard done by.
John won the fight. A lot of people thought John won the fight, but not only that, his performance was, was a great performance. I'm just disillusioned for John, really.
Ryder does carry some similarities to Canelo, arguably. Similar height, reach, and a body type that will likely help make for a level playing field, though not carrying such polished counterpunching skills like Alvarez.
Those half uppercuts for the left hand. Now he's picked up the pace.
Ryder's ability to mix it up and fight on the inside has been proven numerous times and often helps him get on top come fight night.
Push Parker back to the ropes. Good shot by Ryder. Put John under the... Oh, shot! Right there. Beautiful shot on the counter from Ryder.
The Danny Jacobs fight did show some shaky moments whilst fighting at distance, which isn't Ryder's preferable choice of battle style. Though fortunately, he hasn't shown many vulnerabilities over the years. And if he can avoid any pitfalls such as the one back in 2015 during his one and only stoppage defeat, he could bring more trouble than Canelo bargains for.
I think that now that we're on a level playing field now, and I'm showing everyone that I've earned this shot and I deserve to be here, and all the hard work and sacrifices paid off.
You get the call that you're going to fight Canelo, and first of all, look, John Ryder ain't going to care. He's a fighter. Ultimately, he's a fighter, and he's going to get paid the biggest paycheck of his career.
He said he wanted to tune up. He's like getting a tune up with John Ryder. But John Ryder's still a tough customer, so.
Since his loss to Bivol, many have downplayed Canelo's success and removed him from the pinnacle of the pound-for-pound mountain, where he was once seated.
You know, it seems like he's regressing inside the ring. He's regressing in terms of picking opponents, and you know, he's fighting all these British fighters, and like it does nothing to his legacy.
But with such an extensive resume, his accolades within the sport pretty much supersede all of his peers. And that's something always worth considering moving forwards.
Stop the fight! Canelo gets the knockout win! The pound-for-pound king with another win in the Lone Star State!
I'm coming, man. I'm coming, my friend.
Ryder's mentality going in should be one of a starved underdog, as he will have to climb more than just mountains as he faces the animosity from a large crowd of Guadalajara natives during Canelo's first homecoming fight since Kerman Cintrone 12 years prior.
I think pressure is going to be on Canelo, trying to win the hearts and the love of his people in Mexico, because you know he had that issue with them loving Chavez so much they don't want to really give the love.
It was an opportunity to celebrate the sport, to celebrate his career in front of what will be 50,000 people in Guadalajara on May the 6th. Cinco de Mayo weekend, an event, an atmosphere that I believe you will not witness again in boxing. The whole world will be watching.
To win, John will have to put on more than just a convincing performance, and likely doing so will collide head-on with Alvarez in center ring. But whether he can beat the pound-for-pound icon to the punch will certainly be a different matter entirely.
Good right hands as well, and down goes Cox, and he's in big trouble.
He's always going to want to fight. He's never going to give up.
But his legs are not there. This time, I don't think he's getting up. Wow.
So Alvarez is coming off his worst year as a pro, having lost to Bivol, whereas I feel like last year I had my best year.
Many are viewing this fight as a tick-over, or even a keep-warm fight for Alvarez until he takes on Bivol for the next big challenge. But it's been proven endlessly for so many years that this mentality and type of expectation going into fights often unravels with dire consequences.
They're gonna see what is coming.
As one moment of relaxation during a fight can provide anyone a definitive advantage at almost any given time.